Chair recognizes Mr. Fallon from Texas.
All right, 43 seconds. That's a deal. All right. Mr. Chairman, thank you. Coming into this very important hearing, I suspected that Democrats would claim illegal immigrants pose no danger and would frame them as a sympathetic victim class completely glaze over the tremendous financial burden that mass unlawful migration places on the shoulders of the American taxpayers. And furthermore, they would completely ignore the grave dangers that violent criminal illegals pose to all Americans. It would be, Democrats would use spin and deflection and woke wonderment and delusion, and some would even blatantly lie. And as they so often do, the left did not disappoint. The first claim that we heard was there were ICE agents ripping adorable children off adorable school buses. There was a myth and it never happened. And what was the source of this Democratic claim? One letter written by one superintendent in a country of 13,000 school districts. And that letter said that this may happen. Well, I may start a business with flying monkeys delivering you fruit salads. I may. But it never happened. And the case in point, it was Alice ISD. And Mr. Chairman, there was another letter that Alice ISD sent, and I'm going to quote it. It said, "We have not had any Customs and Border Patrol enter or board buses, nor do we have any knowledge of it happening here or in any other school district." It was a spin, it was deflection, and it was a lie. Now, the most important thing that any elected official should focus on is to keep our citizens safe. There's no greater calling. Mayor Johnston, is Chicago a safe city?
We are a safer city since I've been in office. Crime
Safer
is down.
city. Okay, sir.
Crime is down
sir, do you
over
know
20%.
That, sir, no, you're not
just
going to
this year
overtalk.
alone.
Mr. Chairman, I reclaim my time. You're not going to overtalk me. Brandon's, he was very nice, and he's a freshman. Not going to do that. In 2022, I find it interesting that you say Chicago's safe. You have a higher murder rate than Haiti. And the Biden administration put up a travel advisory saying to Americans, don't go to Haiti. I hope that the Trump administration puts up a travel advisory saying, don't go to Chicago. In fact, the Haiti has a murder rate of 18.02%. Chicago has a murder rate of 18.26%. I can see why, sir, you have a 14% approval rating. Mayor Wu, you're a Democrat, yes?
Yes,
Okay. You supported the Biden-Harris administration politically?
I did.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that they took border security seriously?
I think Washington failed on immigration and continues to do so.
So let me ask that again. Did you think the Biden administration took border security seriously?
I think Washington
It's a
failed.
yes or no. It's not a trick question, Mayor.
I think there's responsibility across this entire.
Come on, we can eke it out of you. Yes or no? Did Biden-Harris do a good job? You were supporting Kamala Harris, so apparently you must have thought she was okay on it.
Washington.
Okay,
has
so you're not
failed,
going to answer.
and
Well,
we
here's
are
the thing.
cleaning up
We can deal
the
with
pieces
delusion.
at City.
No, Mayor, I'm going to reclaim my time. We can deal with delusion or we can deal with data. So let's talk about some data. I find this interesting. Under the 12 years that Barack Obama and Donald Trump were president, there were 460,000 illegal encounters annually on average. Under Joe Biden, it was 2,641,000. It was 600% worse. Mayor Wu, you would agree with me, I hope, on this. Vladimir Putin's a bad hombre, and he rules over an authoritarian regime, yeah?
Yes.
Bipartisan agreement. Wonderful. There were, under President Trump's first administration, 98 Russian nationals that were apprehended on the southern border entering the country illegally. Under Joe Biden, it was 127,415, 130,000% worse. Terror watch list went from 11 under President Trump to 382. That might be one of them calling right now. February of 2024, 190,000 illegal immigrants were apprehended. This past month was only 8,000, a 96% reduction. Now, the common theme that we heard from a lot of Oversight Democrats is a bold-faced lie that illegal immigrants, or I should say immigrants, are less likely to commit crimes. What they're doing is they're fusing legal immigrants with illegal. When you bifurcate, when you separate them, yes, legal immigrants are less likely to commit crimes, but illegal immigrants are more likely to. Non-U.S. citizens account for 7% of the U.S. population, yet account for 15% of the federal arrests and prosecutions, according to the Justice Department. The Federation for American Immigration Reform found that if you were an illegal immigrant, you were 2 times more likely to be incarcerated in California and New York, and 5 times more likely in Arizona. And in my home state, in June of 2011 to June of 2024, or January 2024, Mr. Chairman, there were 428,000 criminal aliens booked in Texas jails. 299,000 of them were illegal immigrants charged with murder, rape, sexual assault, kidnapping, assault et al. 187,000 convictions. So it is an outrageous claim
Mr.
to say
Chairman,
that when we secure the
gentleman's
border.
time
No,
has expired.
Mr. Chairman, no, 42 seconds left.
No, you don't.
No, I got 20. Yes, I do, because she went over 42 seconds. Spare me.
Mr.
Mr. Chairman, I got 20 seconds left, and I'll wrap
He's
up.
wrapping his question up, but he's doing.
It's an outrageous claim to say that securing the border and enforcing our immigration laws does not make Americans safer, because it does. And if you don't agree with that, I would encourage you to talk to Laken Riley's family
Mr.
or
Chairman.
Jocelyn Nungray's family. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentlemen, thank you.